Baby, come here. I even have a cat. Hello. Wait, hang on. I will invite you, Evan. Oh. Oh, hello. Malcolm, you don't love me.
No, I know.
Hello.
I'm gonna warn you right now. I'm like completely flushed out of my mind.
Oh my God, that's great because I also have been drinking and I just spilled on myself.
Florida was losing 31-0 to the evil Tennessee Volunteers in college football as of as of when I left the bar tonight. So
I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what?
sit I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to you that I care about or know about college football, but I'm sorry.
I have family friends in Gainesville.
Ew.
I am
No offense.
I am engaged. I am engaged to a graduate of the University of Georgia, and my former boyfriend
How does
fiance.
if this is not too personal to ask on a live.
No, no, let me finish. Let me finish. And if not for the fact that he died of a heart attack caused by COVID, I would have been engaged to a Texas Longhorn, and all three of those schools are now in the fucking SEC. So my life is hell.
If you don't mind me asking, if it's not too personal, how do you feel about Marjorie Taylor Greene's recent pivot?
um.
I know
Okay.
your in-laws live in Marjorie Taylor Greene's district, which is the crazy. I want to meet them so bad because I've never met a Marjorie Taylor Greene voter in my life, and I would like to see one.
Lived. We need to get.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Right.
I keep forgetting.
Because both of them died because they refused to get the COVID vaccine, despite the fact that their son is a fucking MD and told them to.
I do keep forgetting that they're dead. I am very sorry about that.
I am not sorry about that.
Well,
I get to spend Thanksgiving to Christmas with my brother-in-law and his wife, who are fucking amazing, and I don't got to deal with the parents anymore.
and I don't want to be rude, but they're not, when it comes to my life, they're not voting anymore, so.
Correct, Mundo.
No offense, but doesn't seem like they were voting in my favor, is all I'm saying.
Let's just say that these are the rare people who managed to vote for Marjorie Taylor Greene 3 times in the year 2020.
Hell yeah. I
primary, runoff, and general election.
At least they're voting in primaries, I will give them that. Not many people do. Primary voters, I respect primary voters. I respect primary voters.
So can we talk about the fact that this race was fucking iconic? I love this race so much. I'm in a great
No,
mood.
you are a biggest. It's because no offense. No offense. But this is about to be very offensive. This is about to be very offensive. Canada is basically the Midwest. So, as a Midwest man, unfortunately, being gay could not save you from this. But as a Midwest man, you're weirdly obsessed with Las Vegas, and I don't get it. But you can gamble anywhere if you know the right people. Like, I don't know if you know that, but like, do I need to introduce you to some bookies in New York City? Like,
I don't.
I think you might need bookies in New York because we could go to fun poker games in New York. I could take you. I'm worried about your affinity.
5 fingers on curling. I had five figures on Canadian curling tonight. My ability to get money down on sports betting is not in question. Okay.
But then why the affinity for the Abu Dhabi of America? You know what I mean? I just
One, it's a good track.
no.
Sorry, it produces good racing. Two, George Russell podium the last 2 years.
You only okay. First of all, is the good racing in the room with us? Is the good racing in the room with us?
I enjoyed that race.
It was fine. It wasn't Brazil. She wasn't Brazil.
That race was good.
No, and Lars, you're right. Evan, wait. But also, Lars brings up a fantastic point. Evan, I at some point need to do to you what I did to Connie, which is you have to come to my hometown and go to the Native American casino with me. And we're gonna have, I promise you, one thing I promise you, we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be better than Vegas. I promise you it'll be better than Vegas.
Me and you together will be a great time whenever the fuck we manage to find that. Two, I've spent many a time in a reservation casino. Okay, I won $3,000 in a reservation casino the night of my prom.
Yeah, but these aren't
my fucking fair share of time in a reservation casino.
but these aren't regular reservation casinos. These are like Connecticut. These are Connecticut.
Reservation casinos are worse than.
No, but because everybody in Connecticut is like a little bit richer than the rest of the world. So like the Connecticut reservations, iconic. And that's why as a Connecticut poor, I do get to look down at them. But okay. Vegas is fine. Vegas doesn't Vegas doesn't give a Vegas doesn't Sorry, I dropped you. Vegas doesn't get a gold star for being less shit than Miami. Like, it's fine.
I don't want it to get a gold star. I just want it to be like above half of the races, okay?
Okay, well,
top half of the grid race.
I mean,
it's better than fucking Qatar. It is better than
okay,
Abu Dhabi.
okay.
It's better than Miami. It's
okay, and I'm hotter than the people.
Fucking Albert Park.
And I'm hotter than the ugliest person on earth, but that doesn't mean anything.
Look. If the trade was Vegas for Hockenheim or Vegas for the Nürburgring, no fucking shit. I would give up Vegas in a fucking second.
You're right.
Okay?
It's not our greatest enemy at the moment, okay?
No
but
fucking shit.
But also, it's representative.
It's not in the top 5 of greatest enemies.
But it's representative.
You just hate the idea. You just hate the idea of people owning the proceeds of their work. Okay, so you're just a capitalist. You're just a capitalist, cocksucker who doesn't want control of resources. That's all it is.
First of all, Foxwoods is my jam. The Foxwoods outlets, my jam. But also, okay, first of all, not you caping for Larry Ellison. Okay, communist king.
Look, if Larry Ellison would like to give me a job writing CBS News, I would be quite honored. And I would love to.
Listen, I never said I wouldn't. I've never said I wouldn't take. And you know that you and I don't know if we had this conversation on live or if we had this conversation in private, but I have said to you before that when all those comedians got in trouble for Saudi Arabia, I would, for the low price of $10 million, I would stand up on a stage in Saudi Arabia and say that women don't deserve rights. I'm sorry, I want $10 million. And I would expect everybody to support me in my 10 million. Obviously, I'm doing this for the money. Like, No offense, but I want $10 million. But I'm willing to sell out. Okay, that's not a question. The problem is that nobody wants me to sell out.
Can we talk about the fact that Lando Norris sucks ass at starts and like how the fuck did you fuck that up?
He went wide. He literally went wide.
That is one of the worst. That is one of the worst race starts that I've ever seen from Lando, and that is saying something. That was atrocious.
But he's still gonna win the championship, and that's what genuinely makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, Oscar. Mark Webber's regen can fuck off. I don't care. It's still a horrible race start.
No, he's Mark Webber.
Piastri can kill himself.
The
Okay?
problem with the Mark Webber regen is that he's Mark Webber.
Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't mean I have to be nice to him.
No, that means we should be meaner. No, I like Oscar. But like he's Mark Webber, and I don't.
Okay.
What do you want from me? He's a pussy. He.
Feel bad for Oscar
No,
that
I don't.
everyone's
I
doing to
don't.
him.
I would feel bad for Mark Webber. I would feel bad for Oscar Piastri if he hadn't been such a massive pussy this entire year. And you know I don't like to use the word pussy as a derogatory term, but unfortunately, there is nothing else in this world that could capture my feelings in this moment because he is a little bitch.
Piastri sucks.
No, it's not even about
I agree
sucking.
with you.
The craziest part is that it's not even about sucking. He is a bitch. Like he gave the place back. The minute he gave the place back in Monza, I said that's not a world champion. It's not. A world champion would never give back that place. He wouldn't.
Do you think George Russell would get?
Wait, is it better now? Or are you not inside water anymore? Because I was putting you up against my computer. So let me know. But
Yes, your Wi-Fi doesn't suck ass anymore. Thank God.
well, yeah, because I'm home and my parents pay for the top premium plan and I do not.
Oh my God.
I'm actually surprised that it doesn't suck because my parents moved into my grandparents' house, as you can tell by the curtains, and we are truly in the woods. You thought we were in the woods before? We're in the woods now. Like we're deep out there. So I'm actually kind of surprised that I'm even able to stream at all, if I'm honest.
At some point, I'm gonna need like DC real estate advice for you, but I think I'm gonna have to take that off of live.
Are you moving to DC?
I'm considering we're looking at options, okay? And one of those options is buying a place there because we spend a lot of
Okay, first, option number 1, you move into my house. Option number 2, you buy a Capitol Hill townhouse and let me move into your house.
Look, have we started looking at duplexes that you could rent the other unit from us?
I'm such a good renter. I have never been late on my rent. If you can check my credit history, I'm such a good renter. I will smoke weed every single day. But it's legal there. And
Look, I'm not gonna. Is this a safe space?
yes, always.
I may or may not be high as shit on a certain powdery substance right now, so you know what? Take it. I don't give a shit about you smoking weed.
Fair. I mean, I'm concerned, but fair. Also, wait.
Look, okay. Again, my college football team was playing on the primetime ABC slot tonight, and we were losing 31-0 when I left the bar to watch F1. Okay. Forgive me my fucking usage, okay? I don't really give a fuck.
I mean, listen, it's your life. Live your life. But yeah.
The Patriots have what, like the Joe Burrow-less Bengals tomorrow?
The Patriots are gonna win the fucking Super Bowl this year.
Okay, well, okay, they're not gonna do that.
I
But,
am
like, you'll probably win the
if we
NFC.
wanna go full NFL right now, I'm fully Patriots pilled at the moment. I am all in. I wish my dad was
Okay, Bill Simmons.
I wish
Okay,
my
Bill Simmons.
I wish oh, you think that you're calling me Bill Simmons? I wish my dad was here right now. He's asleep upstairs. If my dad was here and you know what's funny is I'm gonna, like, post a video of it someday, and it's like, I wonder how and the caption is gonna be, "I wonder how I ended up how I am," and it's just me in our old kitchen. And because I just, like, pulled my phone out and started recording because I realized that I literally live inside of a sports podcast because my brother and my dad were literally going back and forth on a I'm not joking, fully in an argument over a 3rd string Patriots right tackle. And I was like, "Yeah, that's probably why I am the way I am." Like
That explains so much about why, not just why you are the way that you are, but the reason that I love you.
my
The reason that
dad my dad oh, is my Wi-Fi really bad? I'm sorry. My it's probably because 'cause I'm moving my phone around a lot, but I can't because I dropped my phone in the toilet the other day, so obviously I know. And so obviously I had to remove the, case but on the back of the case, I had a sticky thing where I could stick you up right here. Um But now I have to hold it because the sound was bad from the other
you're good. I think you're better than you were 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, so you're fine.
well,
Um,
I moved closer to the router, so that's probably why.
good. Lando completely botched turn one. How the fuck did he think taking that line out of turn one was a good fucking idea? I have no
No,
idea.
he didn't think it was a good line. He missed. He fucked up. That's what happened.
Okay, maybe. I'm sure. Fine. But, like, come on now. That was a horrible line out of turn one. Congratulations, George Russell. I love you so much for being there to take it. Can we also talk about George Russell depriving Carlos Sainz of a podium? I feel like you need to give George his flowers.
No, have you seen my video? I said I'm on the verge of becoming a George Russell fan.
I have not seen your video because your video posts after you go live,
Yeah.
and I tried hopping your lives as soon as possible. So,
Yes.
okay,
Because I'm like,
good to
come.
know that you don't appreciate me.
No, I do appreciate you because I'm like, come in here immediately because if I don't have someone to talk to, I'll die. The
I love you,
I
CJ.
I he missed his breaking point, he absolutely did. No, I'm becoming George Russell pilled, I am, and I think it's because of you, but also because also I've, like, low-key I used to hate Max Verstappen, and now I, like, kind of fuck with him because of Connie, I think, and I think that if I just, like someone enough, I, empathize with their driver.
Wow, I'm honored that I have reached the Connie level in your heart. Wow.
Well, I'm not
I,
in love with
I,
you, so
I genuinely did not think that I mattered to you that much. Oh, I'm touched.
No, you're on the same level of friendship, I'm just not, you know.
We're not gonna touch that on live, but we'll keep going.
But you are a gay man, so
Oh, for sure.
unfortunately
My,
but Connie and I are coming to Canada next year, so are you ready?
oh, you are? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so
We
excited.
also,
I I
light
can't wait to fucking chauffeur you around town. I need to take you to the best pizza place in town. I need to take you to smoked meat. I need to
okay,
take you up to the suburbs for fucking chicken and ribs. I need to take you to the record shop. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. Plus, oh, there's an F1 race at the same time, but that's fucking fantastic. I'm so excited.
okay, no commitment, but would you like to buy tickets with us in the group?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh, yeah, we'll talk out we'll talk out what obviously, but like
okay.
yes, I assume so. But like I can't wait. I need to take there's a so my grandfather worked in like the heart of downtown Montreal for like 40 fucking years. And my mother worked in the same building as he used to work in. And like, I can't wait. And there's a record store like right up the street.
No,
And like,
okay,
oh,
also, like, I think I'm gonna come for, like, a full week is my plan currently.
oh my God, I'm so excited.
So if you wanna come for the full week too, and you can stay with me if you want.
Oh. So I So the Queen Elizabeth Hotel in Montreal, it's the Fairmont Hotel. It's like one of the fanciest ones in the city. I have a connect to potentially get us like a cheaper rate as one of the fanciest hotels in the city. We'll have to connect offline about this, but like
Yeah. Okay,
my
we need to
my
connect
mom's
offline because
cousin, my mom's cousin used to like manage a Fairmont hotel, so like we'll definitely talk.
okay, we can talk offline because, like, I was on the verge of booking another hotel, so we can talk about this. But
We will definitely talk offline. But like, oh, I'm so excited.
no, because that's
Montreal, and by the way, can we talk about the fact that they finally fucking fixed Montreal and they put it before Monaco and like the schedule actually fucking makes sense now?
yes. I will say, okay,
It's Miami, Montreal, and then they send all the ships to fucking
Lars said
Montreal.
Fairmonts are bougie, and I will say the only time I've ever stayed in a Fairmont hotel was in Austin, and me and Starly stayed in this Fairmont hotel in Austin because she lives obviously Starly lives in Austin, but she lives, like, outside Austin, you know what I mean? So, we were like, "Okay, we're gonna stay in this hotel, we're gonna whatever." We're, like, chilling by the pool, right? We're in our bathing suits, we're having the time of our lives. We go to get on the elevator, and there is we open so the elevator opens, gushing water, gushing water. And we're like I was like, "I don't think we should get on." She was like, "It's fine." And I was like, "I'm not getting on this. I'm sorry. I'm scared." And so we should have gotten on that elevator, by the way. She was totally right. And because we would have made it up because the elevator was still working. We walk down the stairs to the first floor. Idiots. I was so dumb. And they were like, I was saying, so my room was on, God, like maybe like the 10th or 15th floor. Her room was on like the 50 bajillionth floor because she's a all-star member. And they were like, oh, the elevators stopped working because there was a flood. And I was like, what the fuck?" And to be fair, they did give us a bottle of champagne, which was lit. So, but now we're just drunk in the lobby. Like, that doesn't help us. You know what I mean? So we need
You'll enjoy the story. So my mom's cousin, my cousin first removed, was temporarily appointed to the Canadian Supreme Court.
time out. How?
So he was
How does your Supreme Court work?
9 members, like the Americans, appointed by the Prime Minister. But there's a rule. So Quebec has a different legal system than the rest of Canada. And
How?
so the 3 members from Quebec require a different set of.
Wait. They automatically get 3 members? That's not a proportional representation.
So they have about 23% of the population, but they get 33% of the court. Yes,
Wait. 3 members have to be from Quebec.
correct. But they only make up so they make up 23% of the population, but 33% of the seats on the court.
I mean, that's not that crazy of a difference, but, like, why did they 33% have to be do they just have to be from Quebec or
Correct. Legislative, like yes, because that was part of the Act of Union, like 190 years ago or whatever the fuck.
one day Quebec and New Hampshire will join to become the greatest nation on earth, and I do believe that. Anyway, continue.
So, but the thing is that he was like illegally appointed to the Supreme Court as one of the Quebec members because he didn't come from the right previous court. He didn't get elevated from the right court to become a Quebec member of the court.
Okay, I have a question. Sorry. And I know that this is so unimportant to both this live and everyone else watching and like anything, but like, okay, so say I'm a lawyer. I move to Quebec right now. I speak French. Pretend I speak French, but I speak France French. And pretend I move to Quebec and I become like I'm so successful as a lawyer in Quebec. Can I just randomly be appointed to the Supreme Court or do you have to be born in Quebec?
So you could be, because if you are a member of the Quebec bar, you can
Okay.
qualify.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this guy was a member of the federal court, not the Quebec Court of Appeals, and so he couldn't fucking qualify. Anyways, I went to a fucking funeral with this guy. This guy's a fucking asshole. The country is better off for not having this fucking piece of shit on the court, okay?
Well, that doesn't seem to be character does not seem to be a deciding factor in the
Look, as a liberal, I can say thank fucking God our country did not have to deal with this fuck on the court. As somebody who's a relative of this
Wait,
guy,
sorry, another question. Are the French liberal?
yes, the most liberal province in Canada, yes. No,
Shout out
literally the only reason we have not descended into fascism is right by now is because like the conservatives get 10 out of 75 seats in Quebec.
You know what? Shout out to, and something I never thought I'd say. Shout out to the French.
Shout out to the motherfucking French man.
And I've always liked, I will say, I'm just gonna say, I think it's charming that they do the thing where like, you know, the restaurants where they go and like they're mean to you on purpose.
Yep.
That's what going to Montreal is like. And once you accept that, it becomes funny. Like they I think it's hilarious that like everywhere you go in Montreal, they're like aggressively mean to you. I
So here's the thing. They're aggressively mean to you unless you like have some sort of like, and unless you have some sort of like, essentially like the pass of like, no, I'm either from here or I know people from here.
well, I don't speak French, okay?
Being French, speaking French is not the pass, okay?
No, I know because I went with my friend from Paris and they were mean to her.
When you and I are in Quebec together, you will have the pass, even though I don't. I have not.
No, but I kind of like it. It's fun when they're mean. It's like I because I just laugh at them.
So it's great. Two, um, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I once went as a high school student. I attended the Supreme Court of Canada's ruling on Senate reform in Canada.
Dork.
Extreme dork. But I was interviewed in French, in both English and in French by our.
Do you speak French?
Pastor. I used to speak French well enough to do a.
Okay, so you speak French. If you spoke French well enough to do, fuck you.
I have not spoken French in 12 fucking years. Okay.
If you spoke French well enough to do a TV interview,
So what happened was I was in line to get into the public galleries at the Supreme Court of Canada, and a CBC reporter came up to me. It was like, "Hey, you want to be interviewed?" And I was like, "Yes." And then I did that interview, and then a Radio Canada French CBC reporter came up to me. I was like, "Hey, do you speak French?" And I was like, "Hello." They were like, "Cool. Can you do that same interview just in French?" I was like, "You know what? Sure, I can." And I was wearing a suit, and I was 16 years old, and I was in grade 11.
do you
And
have
apparently everyone was like, "Holy shit, a child is not retarded."
do you
So
have
I guess
footage?
let him be on national television.
Do
in
you
both languages.
do you have footage? I'm gonna find this. I must find this.
Unfortunately, I have not been able to find it. I have tried my fucking best.
I must. I okay. Okay. Wait. What network was it?
It was on the CBC. I have tried. You won't be able to find it. Okay, here's the thing. Okay,
I don't have any connections.
Canada's gonna have a cabinet shuffle in like 2 months. Okay, I will have a friend at the Department of Heritage in like 2 months. Once we fire the dumbass who's currently our heritage minister, I will get them to pull the footage. When I do, I will send it to you. Okay?
I need it. I need it.
I,
Spiritually.
16-year-old me. This is 2013. I am a 16-year-old.
Oh, if you could find.
To go to the Canadian. Oh no, sorry. I don't know if I've told you this. So I did 2 TV interviews, and I did an interview for the Canadian Press, the Canadian equivalent of the Associated Press, where I talked about this. That interview is like online. I should send it to you at this point.
Sorry, I just spilled the vodka all over my parents' floor, so I have to
There
clean.
is an article that openly says that I skipped class to attend Supreme Court hearings.
Loser.
Off the record.
Honestly,
The reporter fucked me.
I feel an innate urge to bully you in this moment, just for the vibes.
Why do you hate me? I was a suicidal 16-year-old whose only joy in life was skipping class to go watch Parliament and/or Supreme Court hearings. Okay, look,
Girl.
do you want me to be dead?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm dealing with it. Can we talk to the fact that George? Can we talk to the fact that George
Wait.
is the goat?
Also, pause. Sorry, while we're talking about being a suicidal 13-year-old, it's so funny because I'm whispering right now, so my mom won't hear me. Me and my mom were talking about tonight. She was like, my high school friend Piper. I shouldn't have said her real government name. Pretend you didn't hear that. And so we were talking, and she was like, you were so obsessed with her. I hated that bitch. She was like so controlling, and you just like anything she said, you would just do, jump out, say how high. Like, I don't get why you were so obsessed with her. And I didn't know how to tell her that it's because we were in a weird homoerotic relationship.
This is right.
She was like,
look. Sorry to the person who has already commented this. The fact that the Merc was was both dog shit, but also pretty good tonight is deeply frustrating to me. However, 3rd and a 6th for Mercedes out of that qualifying performance. We take the wins where we can get them, baby. We take the wins where we can get them. Also, canon event, yes. Yes, the idea of being in a homoerotic relationship with somebody who doesn't realize that you are actually homosexual.
Oh, girl. I had like
canon fucking event.
I had like 5 of those canon events before I really.
Kimmy, okay. Here's the worst part of the Kimmy Antonelli experience, like I said, as a Mercedes fan, is that Toto Wolff was completely fucking batshit insane about him.
It's almost like saying that, like, oh, we're not mad we lost to Lewis Hamilton because, like, we wanted to get rid of Lewis anyway because this guy is going to be the next Max Verstappen was a bad idea.
But the problem is that, like, now I'm like, no, I want Kimmy to fail because I want George to keep the Mercedes. It's like, that was objectively an incredible drive from Antonelli.
Kimmy was never. The idea of Kimmy Antonelli keeping the Mercedes seat over George Russell was always objectively fucking crazy. Like, I'm sorry.
Because that idea got perpetrated. I'm supposed to hate an 18-year-old child.
I'm not
very good at driving in a car.
I'm not gonna hate.
Because that's more fun for everybody involved, okay?
Yeah, you won't convince me to hate this literal child. Like, it's not happening.
Like, that's a problem. That's a problem. Kimmy George is a great leader. Exactly what everybody wants it.
Right.
But like, because Toto Wolff fucking, Sean Mendes out. Right? I've got to hate Kimmy.
No.
She's like great and perfect. And by the way, is the reason that George held the fucking podium today. If Piastri had clean air, he's on George's left. I don't know if he gets him, but he's on George's left. Whereas with Kimmy doing what he did, I got to fucking chill. I had money on a George podium. I had money on George over Piastri. I got to fucking relax because Kimmy was doing a great job of fucking defense. Right? Charles had a great recovery drive. Lewis did pretty well. Can we talk about the team? Can we talk about how Team LA tried to be like Charles disaster class is getting underrated? Bitch, you qualified in 20th. Fuck off.
Okay. You know. Okay, I said this, you haven't watched it yet, but I said this in my video. I don't want to be rude because I love Lewis Hamilton and I have stood, you constantly tried to rage bait me, re Lewis, and it'll never work. It'll never work, you stupid whore. I love you. You're one of my best friends. I hate I hate
I really did spend all of 2024 trying to do that to you. Yes.
and it'll never work, you stupid whore. I love you. You're one of my best friends. You're a stupid whore. It will never work. I love Lewis Hamilton.
You too, babe.
I love Lewis Hamilton, and I will stand 10 toes down behind Lewis Hamilton could get P20 every single race until the end of time, and I would sit here and defend it. I would make shit up. Know that I would do that. But these bitches, because here's the thing, you can rage bait me all you want, but like you're never gonna say anything like dumb because it would be too easy for me. It would make it easy. You say things that are unfortunately accurate, and then I have to rebut them. But the and I have to gaslight you, my friend. But the Lewis fans that are being like Charles Disaster Class going unnoticed, girly pop. He is P9 and your driver is P20. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If we really want to talk about disaster classes, because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it personally. But if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it.
The thing with Lewis that gets me is that like there's such an easy and obvious solution. Blame John Elkin and Ferrari for all of your sins.
It's almost like that's the real problem.
No, I know, but it's like, but they're so obsessed with the idea that they have to be dicks to Charles that like they refuse to be.
No, they like it's like actually crazy. Like you can't.
So the thing is that like should Charles have qualified P9? Probably not. He should have probably been P6, right?
No, he shouldn't have because that car has
Piastri.
No, that car. Okay, pause.
I'm sorry. You're not going to convince me that the Ferrari is worse than the Racing Bulls. Okay, you're not going to do that.
The Ferrari in the wet has never been able to drive. If you watch their onboards,
that is true. That I did temporarily forget that last night was a wet disaster.
Ferrari in the wet has never been able to drive. The fact that neither of them.
Can I defend myself ever so slightly?
After I say this one point, that Ferrari in the wet has never been able to drive. And if you watch the onboards, it is genuinely a miracle that the fact that both of them were able to complete full laps without putting it in the wall, genuinely GOAT status, both of them. Because if you watch the onboards, the sound that the back of that car is making is an unnatural, it's a sound that's never been heard in nature before. And I genuinely like the fact that both of them were able to put in a lap, heroic, in my opinion. Let's continue.
So the only thing I'll say is that I was in a McDonald's. So I was like getting like texts about like, oh, it looks like Vegas is a little bit wet or whatever. But I was in a McDonald's at like 10:55 last night before qualifying started.
The best place to be at 10:55.
Right. I had I had store bought hash browns in the oven.
No,
I
except
was
for
making
I will say this, Canadian McDonald's, trash. Y'all don't put poison in your food, and the Europeans and the Canadians are so similar.
I am not in America right now.
If there's one
Oh
thing.
shit! Have I not told you what happened to me?
What?
So I own a place in Austin because that's where me and Matt used to live.
Fancy
It
dancy.
burned. It burned down this week. Last week, I guess technically last Friday it burned down.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, I know it's been a week. So I am in the state of Texas, unfortunately.
Oh, well, at least you get good McDonald's. Sorry, that was maybe a little insensitive.
No, it's fine. But so I was in a McDonald's at like 5 minutes before quality starts, and I'm like, oh, wet, okay, it's raining. I'm assuming like light rain enters weather, whatever. I picked up my fucking sausage
No,
breakfast.
it literally is. Sorry to interrupt you, but Lars, I have to respond to this. McDonald's without the poison. What's the point? What's the point? Like, what are we doing here, people? Anyway, sorry, continue.
I agree. So I walk in. I'm like, oh, I'll take my hot fries out of the oven, right? Like I'll do that. Whatever. I turn on the coverage, right? And it's like, oh no, this is not like a little bit wet. This is like full fucking wet.
It was
And I was like, oh, what the fuck did I miss?
no, they used wet tires, which never happens.
I know it was a great. I honestly like that was a great qualifying, but that was a great qualifying in large part because we didn't really know what the fuck was going to happen. It was great. I
No,
loved it.
because they had to use the wet tires, which they've never tested ever in one time in their whole lives because they hate the wet tires and the wet tires are the devil. The wet tires are like the way I was brought up, the wet tires are the devil.
um. Oh, so I watched Brazil 2012 this week to like feel something. Can I just say it's sentimental, underrated?
And you know that I feel that way as well.
People are like, oh, Seb just won 4 titles in a row because the Red Bull was faster. Like, fuck no.
Sorry, 2010 and 2012 are the most competitive seasons of F1 that ever happened. So,
Okay, but I can't watch 2012 or 2010.
no, you have to. I'm sorry. You have to get over it. I don't want to be rude, but you have to get over it. It's so good. The season, and I don't even mean, and I'm not,
Listen. I can't listen to that fucking fuck.
and I know, listen, I know,
I
but
can't listen to what's his fucking face. I can't
James
do it.
Allen, listen, you got to get over it. And I know that it's awkward, but like, it's the best season of Formula One ever. I wouldn't be telling you this.
I know. Look, I've done it once, and it's fantastic. But every time I want to watch good Seb, I just default to
No,
2012.
it's 2012
Because
is better because it's crofty. It's better because it's crofty.
exactly, I can't
No,
fucking do
listen,
2010.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, when I'm like, I gotta when I go back, when I'm like, if in my heart of hearts, I'm like, I'm gonna go back and watch an F1 season. It's 2012. Even though if you got me on Sky Sports and you said, "What what's your favorite F1 season?" I would say 2010 because I'm a fake hypocrite loser. Because I could defend that more. But in reality, if you filmed me in my home, when I go to press play on the season that I watch the most, I just and I'm saying this as if like I watch different seasons. Bitch, you're a liar. You just watched 2012 over and over again. You stupid bitch.
Do you know what my most rewatched race of all time is?
Germany 2007, because that's mine. But Brazil 2012 is mine because that's my comfort race. That's my comfort race. Like whenever something's going wrong in my life.
Russia 2021.
See, I hate you for that because like
I hate Lando Norris more than I love any agenda I have. Okay.
I love Sebastian Vettel is my true
George Russell points in that race. Okay.
and I'm happy for him or whatever, but I
So
actually
so it's 2021 Brazil, 2021 Belgium quali is the actual
you
answer.
couldn't pay me money to watch Russia any year. No offense. And I'll
Oh
say
no,
this,
Russia. No, there's precisely one good year in Russia, and it's the year Orlando decides to be a dumbass.
and I don't want to be rude to the nation of Russia. Actually, I don't care. But
I hate Lando Norris more than I love George
if
Russell.
Russia,
Okay, sorry.
I'll tell you this, because people like to make like political statements about like the tracks and like where things should be. If
No,
Russia
it's a deep shame to me that I quite actually enjoy the Jeddah track because, like, Saudi Arabia, obviously a horrible country.
Well, it
But, like,
looks
I
like a
enjoy Jeddah.
sperm, but it looks like a sperm, so I feel like that's for
Well,
you.
but that's not a problem for my homosexual ass. Okay.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you should like it because it's a sperm. But
Exactly.
the
No,
well,
they've totally forgotten to yeah,
also it's
for
like
sure.
sometimes I'm like, okay, so like everyone's like, "Oh, you don't get invited to shit." Bitch, I checked my email and I got invited to Abu Dhabi, but I'm not going because like the slaves, you know? But like
Yeah.
but also like is it better if I went to like Vegas?
Okay, I'm sorry. Vegas is not nearly as bad as the Middle Eastern races. It's like false equivalence from Americans trying to justify their paddock passes is not acceptable. I'm really sorry.
Okay, thank you for saying that because like I am like
Remember when Beyonce was like actually performing in Dubai is the same as performing in Florida, and I was like, well, fuck no, it's not.
I don't think they can get abortions in Dubai either, you know?
No, they can. Look, Russia as a country absolutely should be treated with ridicule and disdain.
If
I am
they
not
made a
pro Russia
replica,
as a
if
country.
and I'll say this right here as
If they made an interlogos replica,
I would wear
put
an
it back on the fucking track.
I would wear an I Heart Vladimir Putin t-shirt if they made Interlagos. And actually, no, I wouldn't, because that's bad. That's like really bad. But
You'd at least contemplate it.
if okay, no, no, no. Fuck Vladimir Putin because he actually like invaded Ukraine. Like that's bad. I would wear
Can we just take a moment to talk about the fact that Dmitry Mazepin was in the room when that happened?
the picture. The picture is crazy. And the fact that they lifted sanctions on Nikita Mazepin because they were like, well, he's not like sponsoring him anymore. And I'm like, well, the reason he isn't sponsoring him is because of the sanctions. Okay, I would wear an I Heart Xi Jinping t-shirt if they recreated because they're not in currently as we know, they're not invading anyone. And I also think they're going to invade Manchuria, not Taiwan, in my opinion. But and who cares about Russia getting invaded? That's like not even real. I would wear an I Heart Xi Jinping t-shirt if they recreated Interlagos in Shanghai. I would wear it. I would stand there and I would say, I love China. I think America sucks. I fuck America. Because guess what? You know what's beautiful about America is I can say all that and then still go back and chill in my apartment in America. Like it doesn't matter at all. Like that's what's beautiful about the United States of America is I can go to China, wear an I Heart Xi Jinping t-shirt and say fuck America and then go right back to my rights. I love my rights. I do love them.
No, for sure. Look, I here's my like vague defense of Vegas as a circuit and as like an
Okay,
experience.
also, sorry, medium rare. You definitely don't have more reproductive rights in Iran than you do in southern states. Like, I'm sorry, that's definitely not the case. But continue.
My one vague defense of Vegas, I will say, is Vegas. at least understands what the point of an F1 weekend is.
No.
Which is that it understands that the point of the weekend is spectacle and fun. Okay. And like Miami fails to understand that the point is like the gaudy sort of like extraness of it, right? And I will say, like, I just don't find the contempt for Vegas to be on the level of the contempt for Vegas because it's just like Miami is a failure on all levels. It's bad racing and it's like, again, it's held the weekend of the fucking Kentucky Derby. So as like a sort of like socialite.
Okay, Google says sorry. I'm arguing in the comments right now and not with you. Google says abortion is illegal in Iran.
I'm sorry. The idea, yeah, no.
And also, hot take, in Texas, you can go to another state like really easily. That's not.
And here's the thing: even if you're poor in Texas, there are a fuck ton of American groups that will pay for you to fly.
Do you need money?
Fucking Illinois.
I'll Venmo you $500 right now.
Yeah, there's a whole network of people who will fly you to fucking Chicago, New York, or LA to get your fucking abortion. Okay, you can pick the city that you fucking want it. Okay?
You can stay in my apartment if you want.
Well, you're in DC, so like you're like a soulless cretin.
I would never live anywhere that abortion wasn't legal. Like, period, full stop, dead ass. Like, that's a human right, in my opinion.
No, sorry. F1 is not the pinnacle of capitalism. I'm sorry. We are going to go to Qatar in like 2 weeks, where they are like sports washing the entire thing, and the money that is being paid to Liberty Media is being paid off of the backs of fucking literal slaves.
Yeah, we also don't have.
Spare me the fucking indignation about the fact that the strip is being used for a weekend to advertise F1. Fuck off. I can't do it.
No, well, I don't know if you know this, Evan, but in capitalism, people actually don't have to work. They don't have to work at all. That's what's known about communism, is that people don't actually have to work. So and also you can just do.
The second that Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Singapore get the fuck off this calendar, I will start to give a fuck. In Miami, I will start to give a fuck about the fact that Vegas is on the calendar. Until then, fuck off.
I'll say this. I actually don't care. I'm a terrible person. And I am willing. I don't care if Saudi Arabia, again, I said this, I would sell my soul to Saudi Arabia for $10 million.
No, Kona, Vegas, Miami.
Listen, Vegas. Okay, listen.
The three American races.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, you are correct in that Vegas is better than Singapore, but that's just because all street tracks are evil and should be killed. They're demonic entities, and they're set from.
Okay. Do you count Montreal as a street track?
No, because it's not on the streets. Is Montreal on the streets?
F1 qualifies Montreal as a street track.
Then they're lying. It's just.
I agree with you.
It's a set circuit. It's in a park.
Thank you.
That they set up every year. You can call it whatever you want. It's not on the streets. It's not on the streets. I
would love a Montreal street track.
No, Albert Park is great. Not Albert Park. What's it called? Gilles Villeneuve Park? Whatever. It's great.
But do you know why I love it? Because I get to be really sanctimonious about the fact that one of the street names is not like. Okay, can I do like 90 seconds of like?
Agreed. There should be one street track, Monaco. Agreed.
Correct. Can I do like 90 seconds of like deep Montreal shit right now?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, so. The main drag in Montreal, the main east-west drag in Montreal is called St. Catherine Street, right? The street one sense of it is
Been there.
Boulevard. right? I'm sure you have walked on Rene Levesque. So that street used to be Dorchester, okay? And then Rene Levesque was the first separatist premier of Quebec. He died in 1985, and they immediately renamed the street after him. But basically, like Anglo Montrealers have like never accepted the fact that they renamed the street for Rene Levesque, and so they still call it Dorchester. And so I would love Montreal, like a proper Montreal street track, because I would love to just be like, well, actually, it's not Rene Levesque, it's Dorchester. But like the circuit, Gilles Villeneuve was great, and I love it deeply, and it's amazing. But also, I would look. Okay, there's Dorchester Square, and there's the Sun Life Building, and my grandfather used to work in the Sun Life
Okay,
Building.
but Canada is
And you and I are gonna go to that fucking square, and I'm gonna bore you with the Unity Rally of 1985, and then I'm gonna smoke a cigar, and then we're gonna go walk up to the fucking record store, and then it's gonna be great. Okay, I love it. It's my happy place in Canada. And I want to share it with the people that I love, but also
you could never bore me with the history of buildings. I love hearing about every building in the world.
the formerly the tallest building in North America, the Sun Life Building, where Grandpa Dimitrov used to work.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What does the government call the street?
The government calls it Rene Levesque Boulevard.
Right, 'cause that's French.
Everybody with any taste or intelligence calls it Dorchester. And we
See,
do that.
you're anti-French. I fear I must side with the French.
Yes. Counterpoint.
I'm siding with the French because I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them, and I don't want to be against the French. I'm scared of the French.
The bar that my parents met at has the old street sign from when it used to be Dorchester. Okay. So, because you and I are going to get drunk in that bar together, okay? That is a non-negotiable.
And Connie.
They have this, and Connie, the three of us are going to get drunk together. It's a non-negotiable if we're in Montreal. And so we're going to get drunk in a bar that has the original Dorchester street sign, okay?
You can't turn me against the French because I'm more afraid of them than I am of any people in the world.
I'm sorry. I single-handedly dethroned a fucking Canadian prime minister, and you're not scared of me?
The French are really mean. I don't think you know that. Like, they're mean people. Like,
I dethroned a fucking Canadian prime minister by calling him a piece of shit.
Yeah, but you would never call me
for a
ugly.
fucking year.
You would never call me ugly, and the French would, and that's really the card they hold.
I'm sorry. You think that I care about you enough to not do that? You have underestimated how much I am willing to do to achieve what I want.
But I have no say in getting the street name changed, so that's how I know you wouldn't do that. If I was the randomly the mayor of Montreal, which would be crazy because I've never lived there.
Unfortunately, it's not the mayor; it is the premier of Quebec that I need to. The equivalent of the governor of Quebec. I need to convince.
I will say, one time I went to.
Oh, have I told you? Have I told you that I know, that I am friends with the son of a federal member of parliament from Quebec?
Is he straight?
He is. He is deeply, unfortunately, he is straight. But I went to uni with him, and so but unfortunately, it's one of these things where I just have this level of influence, but unfortunately I don't know how often I can use it. I did go to an Ottawa Senators playoff game with this kid last April.
Wait, I have a question. Do y'all have senators? What's your parliament situation like? Is it lords or is it senators?
So it's unelected senators that mostly don't do anything.
Okay.
And so basically, it's as if we have a unicameral. It's as if we only have a House of Reps.
It's basically the same. It's basically the same as England.
Yes, but occasionally our senator does some fuck shit.
Have any of your prime ministers ever fucked each other? You might be losing out to England
no,
in this regard. L.
no. Look, I would love to know what actually happened between Gordon Brown and Tony Blair.
No, we know what Evan. Evan, look me in the eyes right now. We know what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They we were going away for weekends together at the Carlisle Hotel. Objectively, the gayest place you could have picked. No offense. The gayest place you could have picked. Weekends at a time in the 80s. We were going there for I have never spent weekends at a hotel with someone in the 80s that I wasn't fucking. They were fucking. And also,
Can we talk about the fact that I feel bad for Isaac Hedra that he's about to
No.
he's gonna have to drive in a Red Bull next year?
I don't, because he was rude to Charles Leclerc and he's made an enemy of me.
Wait, he was? When?
Hang on. Wait. I need to go on Twitter. Wait. Sorry. I forgot that I was on my phone and that I should go on Twitter on my computer. Bookmarks because I booked this because I was so mad about it.
So your bookmarks are people who have offended Charles Leclerc. My bookmarks are shirtless athletes. Okay, that says a lot about the two of us.
Wait, first of all, no. Also, this is my bookmarks. Genuinely. Look at it.
Have I explained to you what is happening in San Jose with the Sharks vis-a-vis the bookmarks?
I don't want to wait. What's happening with? Also, like, LOL, like not the cheek touch. Like, look. Sorry, look at this footage. Yeah. Sorry. What's happening with the Sharks?
Oh no, there's two players and they're like deeply fucking, but they refuse to admit it. And it's just like every time they interact, it's the most homoerotic shit of all time.
I think it's honestly, I genuinely, and I'm not even joking, think it's homophobic that people think that Gordon Brown and Tony Blair didn't at least kiss one time.
I mean, look, there's just no way to explain why those two were as bad shit about each other.
When I tell you I FaceTimed Connie the other day and I was like, I'm genuinely mad at you that you didn't tell me there was a British political Brosades. And the way she knew what I was talking about immediately. I didn't explain it to her. I said, I'm mad at you. And she said, why? And I said, because there's a British political Brosades and you didn't tell me about it. And she said, I don't really like Tony Blair that much. The fact that you knew, though.
Can I just say in the space that you've a lot listened to, I love Connie so much. Like, I'm so mad that she decided to stop making content. I love Connie. Connie's the best.
She is the best, but unfortunately, the world could not handle her. The world can barely handle me.
People got so mad at her for like having a Max, like poster or whatever the fuck it was,
and
to like celebrate her favorite driver.
And the craziest part is that the reason everyone was so mad at her for receiving the gift of a picture of Max crossing the finish line.
Oh, that was a gift? Oh, I missed that. I missed that it was
No,
a gift.
and the craziest part is that it was a gift from Taylor, who is like the world's biggest Lewis Hamilton fan because they're best friends. Like,
sorry. I don't mean to be really reductive, but like Taylor, like black woman who used to be on your lives, Taylor.
My favorite person in the whole world. I love Taylor. Yes.
No. Taylor's amazing. I really did not mean that to be reductive, but like, oh, so Taylor was just like a normal human being, and like,
yeah, we're all friends. We're all
to celebrate.
Yeah, we're all like still
amazing, and Connie is amazing.
Yeah, we're all like.
Sorry, I did not know that bit of lore, but like that just makes it even fucking like.
No, the whole reason that we're all friends to begin with is because Taylor in 2022 was like, "Do you want my silver?" Because so she and Connie bought Silverstone tickets together, and then she got a job somewhere else and couldn't go. and was like, "Do you want my tickets?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I went to England and then we all hung out. Now we're best friends.
No, Taylor is the best. I remember sitting in your live in 2022 being like, wow, it's like quote like fake hating Taylor because how much she was like pro Lewis. Because again, I was like I was a George fan, right? And like, we were teammates and therefore like quote unquote enemies. No, Taylor's the fucking best. And so is Cody. What the fuck? Like, oh my god, that's so much. I love that even more than I already did.
Yeah, no. We're still like friends. They just don't post anymore, so I don't like, I don't want to like post them when they don't post. But yeah, no, we're
So,
also
so you rely on me to keep the lines going. I see. I see.
I couldn't do it. I literally can't do it alone. I need to talk to somebody. Obviously. I would make Connie do it if you wouldn't, but also you have a here's the thing, like you and I have wait,
I can't wait to hear what you're about to say.
you and I have a wait. Why am I all I can see is the chat. Why can't I see my face? Swipe left to close. I'm swiping like left and it won't close. Oh,
So
here we are.
I can still hear you for what it's worth.
That's good. Here's my thing. I love Connie. I would die for Connie.
I can't wait to find out what you're. I can't wait to find out what you're about to say to me.
But like, you and I have a little. We're
Wait,
used.
whoa. Sorry. Before you say this, Qatar is next weekend. Fuck off.
Yeah,
It's a triple header to end. Oh, yeah. Fucking kill me.
It's
fucking kill me.
Triple header to end it.
I don't want a triple header. Fuck off.
No, I think triple header.
Sorry, go on. You were gonna say.
I was saying that like Connie, you and I are used to. I don't think it's a coincidence that you and I are used to dealing with politics and are also willing to accept this. I think that people that aren't used to public opinion and then share their opinion are like, whoa, the public is crazy. You know what I mean?
So you mean you mean the fact that I have been accused of being a foreign agent of multiple different countries because I dared suggest that Justin Trudeau might not be good at his job. That has prepared me for these lives.
Right. Well, I don't know if you know this, guys. Guys, for those of you watching, Evan is actually a Russian asset. He's being paid by the KGB, and actually he's exploiting me because he's not passing along any of that KGB income to himself. So,
oh my god. Okay, so for people who don't understand what CJ is saying, I have a Canadian politics blog where I am like weirdly.
He passes along Vladimir Putin's talking. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I am weirdly influential in the Canadian Liberal Party, kind of through no fault of my own. But there, before the Liberals got rid of Justin Trudeau, people were like, "Oh, Scrimshaw's just like a fucking Russian and/or Indian asset," depending on who was accusing me of this shit. Because my opinion was like, "Hey, Joe Biden fucking like cost the Democrats like a big amount of votes. Maybe we shouldn't do that shit ourselves." And apparently that makes me a fucking.
Why not run it back? It works so well for us. So.
No, I know. Like that's the thing. The thing that gets me is that like we literally saw y'all being fucking dumbasses, and somehow the collective response was like, "No, we should do that shit again."
I'll say this though: at least Justin Trudeau could form a sentence.
So have you? I don't know if I've ever told you this. Okay, so I have two things I can talk about before we hang up this live. One, have I told you about the fact that Justin Trudeau's kid is like very obviously like soft launching at OnlyFans?
Is he hot?
I think so, but he's also 18, so like no, because I
Yeah.
don't find 18-year-olds hot, but
Ew, 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 ew. Don't like that.
correct. That is the correct opinion. Number two, what are your thoughts about the Ryan Lizzo, Olivia Nezzi, RFK Jr. Story that came out today?
First of all, my hero Mark Sanford back in the news. No, let's go back to the true tea of the story, which is of course Mark Sanford. Guys. I know this is not going to count. If you don't know, obviously go Pats. If you guys don't know, it is actually the funniest thing in the entire world that's ever happened. So Mark Sanford at one point, so he just disappears. Nobody knows where he is.
So he's the governor. He's the governor. It's 2009. He's the governor of South Carolina.
Vanishes.
He disappears.
Vanishes.
Nobody knows where the fuck
Imagine,
he is.
okay, I need you to imagine a day in your life. You wake up, you're the comms director for the governor of South Carolina. You have a great job. It's easy. You go in, you write a couple press releases, you move about your day. It's easy to be the press secretary of the governor of South Carolina. It's 2009. Social media barely exists. And you go into your job, and every single person in America is asking you where the fuck your boss is, and you don't know. And you're like, hey, like, where is he? You're like asking people above you, you're asking the chief, you're asking his wife, you're like, where the fuck is he? And nobody knows. And you all freak out for like 2 days and don't tell the press, which definitely makes the press chill out. Not telling the press stuff makes them chill out. That's no. And then, okay, so he calls you and he's like, yo, I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail. And you're like, that's definitely fake. But you have to do something. So you're like, okay, like, and so you go out to tell the press and you're like, he's hiking the Appalachian Trail. And they don't believe you at all because it's the fakest thing that anyone's ever said in their whole life. And also, funniest thing about the story is that like the Appalachian Trail is like not there's cell service. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
Yeah, no. Acting like the Appalachian Trail is some like remote community that can't be like gotten by cell is one of the funny.
At least go the CDT if you like, or the PCT if you like really want to be like remote. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the Appalachian Trail like isn't serious.
Okay. Harold Holt drowned in the 60s. Mark Sanford tried this shit in 2009.
Right.
Okay,
Twitter
it's
existed.
not the same.
Twitter existed.
Right. I was a grade 6 student watching the Mark Sanford, grade 5 or grade 6 student watching the Mark Sanford thing happen live on CNN. Okay, it's not the same.
Right. Twitter.
Also, should we like acknowledge the fact that I had a CNN addiction in grade 5? Probably not. But you know what? We are where we are.
No offense, but whatever bullying you received, probably deserved. But
no. Weirdly, in elementary school, I was fine. High school, not so much. But we'll get that. I need to get into more with my therapist, not with you.
Mark Sanford says so. His comms director comes out and is like, he's hiking the Appalachian Trail. And obviously that's like the biggest lie that anyone's ever told in their life. And also like the Appalachian Trail, like there are other people on it. There's cell phone service. Like, I mean, obviously not in every part, but it's not something that you're going to be like, that once you depart on, you can't reach cell phone service for 3 months. You know what I mean? Which is what it was pitched as to us. Also, no offense, but when you're the governor of a state, you don't get to go on vacation for 3 months. Like that's not really how this works. So people are like, hey,
how happy, by the way, sorry, before we continue, how happy do we think Josh Stein is that he finally has a Democratic lieutenant governor so he can like actually like go on a foreign vacation? without worrying that Mark Robinson is gonna like veto or is gonna like sign every bad shit bill that the Republican legislature
Okay,
passes.
we don't even have enough time to get into nudeafrica.com right now. We don't have enough time. Get into nudeafrica.com. Put a pin in that. We're gonna circle back to nudeafrica.com.
The guitar live. Look at it. All of that shit.
That'll be the bonus for the every live we do. We're gonna do a random political scandal bonus. This time it's Mark Sanford. This is my favorite topic to discuss. I don't know if you know this, but like the Mark Sanford Appalachian Trail, that is my favorite niche political scandal in the whole world.
So do you know? Sorry, before you continue, do you know who ran against Mark Sanford when he ran for Congress in 2013?
No, please tell me.
Stephen Colbert's sister.
Oh, if only. So then, this man, the governor of South Carolina, again, still missing in action. It's only 5 days at this point. They come out. Tom Charter comes out like he's hiking the Appalachian Trail. And everyone in America is like, no, he's not. That's like the least. And also because here's the thing, nobody, and this is dead ass true. Nobody in the world has ever hiked the Appalachian Trail without posting a picture at the start of the trail, being like, I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail right now. Nobody has ever done that. And I promise you, nobody has ever started that trail without posting an Instagram and saying, I'm starting the trail. So he hadn't done that. And in fact, what he did was fly
to Argentina to fuck his mistress.
To fuck a weather woman. And I love her because she's and I'll never talk shit about that weather woman.
Wait, whoa. She was a weather woman?
Oh yeah.
So he fucked Argentinian Al Roker?
Yeah. Pretty much. And so he flies to Argentina. There's many pictures of this, by the way, of him arriving at the airport or whatever. He fucks this weather woman. And then, while he's in Argentina, it breaks. He's not on the Appalachian Trail, which, again, we all knew this entire time. And his wife, because here's what makes the political scandal great. Because normally the wife covers for them, right? They're like, oh, I didn't know, like, whatever, and they just go along. His wife comes out and does a press conference and says, this man is not hiking the Appalachian Trail. He's fucking a weather woman in Argentina. Icon legend.
Have you ever watched the TV show The Good Wife?
Yes, and I hated it.
Oh, I love The Good Wife. What do you have with The Good Wife?
Because she's nice to that awful man. Like, ew.
Counterpoint.
No, I think it's disgusting. The entire premise of a woman standing behind a man like revolts me. I want to throw up on it. Why would I ever even watch it?
Counterpoint. Christine Baranski, Josh Charles, Juliana Margulies, like incredible work. Like,
listen, I'm sure they did a great job, but like I want to throw up on you right now for even recommending that to me. Like, ew, why would I ever watch a man win?
I mean, does he win in the end?
No.
Unclear. I mean, he is elected governor of Illinois. But here's the thing: it's Chicago.
More than he deserves.
Counterpoint, it's Chicago. So, like, are we pretending that anybody is ethical in this story?
Listen, fake Bill Clinton shouldn't have gotten to be mayor of Chicago. He should have died.
Governor of Illinois.
He should have gotten shot in the head. That's what should have happened to him, in my personal opinion.
In fairness, that would have also been a very fun version of that show.
I'm not saying that I would have done that. I'm not saying that that's what should have happened. All I'm saying is it would have been a better TV show if he got killed. Because I hate him.
Can I confess something?
Mm-hmm.
In the deepest, darkest recesses of COVID, I started writing fiction, And the first story that I wrote was set in Chicago simply because it was like a slightly illogical premise. And I was like, I need a city where this shit would like make sense. And I was like, oh, Chicago.
Yeah.
That totally makes
Right,
sense.
right.
They would absolutely just let like nepotism reign over like common sense. So I've always had a slight soft spot for Chicago ever since.
Can I tell you a horrible secret?
Is the fact that you've never read any of my fiction, despite the fact that I've sent you many of it.
I have read everything you've sent me, and I've read half of that book. Okay, so
You've only read half of Salvation, even though I sent that to you like literally like 8 months ago. Okay.
in my defense, I haven't read any other fiction since.
Okay. Congrats.
I
Go ahead.
no, I that is actually my worst trait. Is that, like, like when they're like the toxic men that don't read fiction. I'm like, oh my god, it's me. Fiction exists enough in my mental brain. Like anyway, the
Before you finish, can I just tell you the dream I had like 3 nights ago?
yes.
I like fully had like a Alex Albon Drew Russell 2026 title fight, but Toto and James Vowels are fucking
You
fanfic. Like
You know,
happened
I've
in
been
my
begging you. I have been begging you specifically to write me a Total Wolf James Vallis fan fiction, and you won't do it.
Mm. Give me okay. Remind me of this in
For
the
my
Abu
birthday.
Dhabi
My birthday's in
Live.
July. There's so much time from here to July. When's your
Remind
birthday?
me in January. I was born on Bill Clinton's fucking second inaugural. Okay, January 20th, 1997.
I don't want to be offensive, but that's just
Say it.
wait,
Say
wait.
it.
Sorry,
Whatever the
January
fuck.
2nd, you said?
January 20th.
20th. Okay, good. 20th, 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 20th. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that.
No, you're not. Fuck
Yes,
off.
I
No,
am.
you're not.
I'm
Look, remind me in the Abu Dhabi Live. I will get you 4 chapters of a Vowels X Wolf
It's what
fanfic.
I want because I heard
Where
you. I would like to say that every word of fan fiction you've sent me, I have read.
there is a so the two things.
You can't say I haven't read anything you've sent me, bitch. When you send me fan fiction, what?
There are two fics that there are two things. I've sent a Brosades under different name fic.
And
I
it
have
was good
sent
as
you.
fuck.
So it's a political Mercedes AU. I think I'm just gonna polish that on a like I think I'm just gonna ditch the different names and I'm just gonna run it on AO3.
Yes, because there's no good Brosades fic on AO3. You could become famous.
So that's number one. And then I have started writing a very early version of not even really an AU, but just like a F1 fic. Because there's like a really so you were complaining about the F1 movie being dogged. By the way, in December we need to watch the F1 movie together. We promised each other we're going to do
Can we
this.
watch Rush instead to honor our Lord and Savior Niki Lauda?
Counterpoint: we can get really drunk and do it together on Discord for like 2 hours. It'll be fine. Okay.
Okay, but only if we can watch it legally online. I won't give Brad Pitt $1. I won't give him $1.
My mother is already buying. My mother is already buying Apple TV.
But does your mother know? Does your mother know the evil? You know what I mean?
My mother is fully on board with it. She is buying it to watch Slow Horses and to watch the Emma Thompson TV series. Okay,
And you know what? That's so real of her. That is so real of her because I also love Emma Thompson.
Correct. Trust me, I am just stealing this for one night to watch it with you. Okay.
Okay. So as long as you're right, Brad Pitt's not getting any additional dollars because of this.
Correct. She is watching it to watch Slow Horses, and she's giving me the password info so that I can also catch up on Slow Horses.
Can I
because Slow
stand?
Horses is
Can
fucking
I stand
incredible.
on a high horse for one moment, even though I'm a terrible person and
Go,
actively?
go ahead.
I would have sex
Go
with
ahead.
this random. The fact that there are people in this community who want to talk shit about me for not making a video about every single geopolitical issue on planet Earth, but then will do active promo for Brad Pitt and the F1 movie, but not even that. But then we'll go do active promo for Vegas. But not even
Look,
that. But not even that. It's not even just that. But will then, on top of that, doing promo for the Brad Pitt movie, a noted domestic abuser, and Vegas, which is actively, but the same people that go to Vegas and take the money and do the promo, which, to be fair, I took the money and I went to
Look,
Vegas and I met Nico because
well,
I
no.
wanted to meet Nico Rosberg. That was what it
Okay,
was.
but did you take any money, or did you just like
No,
get
they
the
just
chance
paid
meet
me
Nico
to.
Rosberg?
They just paid for our hotel and accommodations and stuff like that.
Right. Also, can I just say I'm mildly offended you chose Dev over me as your +1 in
No
Vegas
offense,
that
but
year?
you don't like Nico.
I love Nico.
No, but Deb and I have a genuine shared obsession. But and I love Deb. And I'm not, again, she obviously went to Vegas. Like, I'm not talking shit about her. I'm not talking shit about anyone. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
No. Vegas is the enemy because unfortunately a lot of good American creators
I get
take
it.
their fucking money. That's the problem. The problem is
But
that
you don't get to
people
talk
who
shit
I
about me
otherwise
for
very
not
much
talking.
like.
But you don't get to talk shit about me for not talking about fucking Sudan when I haven't been posting in a month. When
Yeah,
you
you
go
can
to,
post in the off season. You just really fuck off in the off season.
yeah, I go away because the off-season discourse is like the devil talking, genuinely.
Well, you also have like NFL draft shit to be focusing on. Like which offensive tackle should the Patriots take? Which is what you do in January and February.
No, but literally, here's the thing. I have to spend what you don't understand is that I have to spend 2 to 3 hours a day on the phone with my dad about what defensive tackle the Patriots should be taking. So there's time in my day.
I am okay. I was at a Sens Leafs playoff game with a fucking Patriots fan the night of the NFL draft. Okay.
Do you mean the best day of my life?
So the day they took Will Campbell, I was okay. I was in a fucking Sobeys. You don't know what a Sobeys is because you're not a Canadian. I was in a fucking Sobeys when I found out that the Packers took Matthew Golden, which incredible. The Packers took a Texas wide receiver, given my relationship to the University of Texas. But like, I was in the Sens Arena when the Patriots took Will Campbell this offseason. Okay. I fucking understand how fucking batshit you people are, okay? I fucking understand.
No.
Also, that person is also the son of a federal, like the Canadian equivalent of congressman, which is really fucking funny.
I also know. Well, because also
it used to be the Scotiabank. It used to be the Scotiabank Center, and then Scotiabank decided they would rather sponsor the Leafs Arena than Sens Arena.
no,
So it's now the Canadian Tire Center. But yes,
I know in my heart I'm supposed to hate Montreal. I know that. But I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
I like
Canadians suck ass, so you're fine.
Can I tell you a secret? I like Montreal.
Yeah, because it's a fucking incredible city.
Let me tell you the story of me going to Montreal the last time I was there. And it's the funniest.
I've heard it, but tell it to the live.
I show up. I get to the airport. I'm excited to be there. You know what I mean? And the mask mandate is still on for public transport. So I put my mask on. I'm so excited. I go to buy my little weekend pass and I get on the bus and they're like, "Eh," and they yank me off the bus. There's first of all, there's a lady working at the bus station. Impressive by Canada. Y'all must be balling to have people working like off the bus at the bus station. Rich. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so she yanks, like physically grabs my arm and yanks me off the bus. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. As you do. And she's like, "Oh, your pass doesn't start till 4 p.m. Like you tried to get on with a weekend pass, it doesn't start till 4 p.m." I look at my phone, dead ass. It's like 3:55, basically. I'm like, okay. So, but rather than I don't want to be a Karen, I don't want to be a typical American.
Yeah, no, that is your fault for expecting common sense to reign in Montreal. That is your own fault.
And okay, no. It's not my fault because on the ticket that I bought, on the little form, it says Friday through Sunday. When you purchase something that says Friday through Sunday, would you not expect that to work all day on Friday? Not
Look,
start
I
at
have
4
been in my
p.m. Anyway, but that's fine. That's fine. It's 5 minutes. Who cares? So I go, I sit down at the little well, actually no. First, I try to hand them a $20 bill because in New York, that's what you do. I wanted to get on the bus. I was already on the bus. I try to hand them $20. They were deeply offended by this. And I understand that maybe this is a cultural miscommunication. You know what I mean? Because in New York, this would he would have been happy. The bus driver would have been happy to take it. That's all I'm saying. But I also understand not everywhere is New York. That is maybe on me. Maybe we have a cultural miscommunication. Maybe he was offended, which is what it seemed like, by me trying to give him $20. Sorry for that. I do have to admit to that. I did try to bribe my way onto the bus with $20, which is a lot more than the Canadian bus costs. So in my opinion, whatever. I'm sorry. So they got really mad at me for trying to bribe them. So because in New York, no offense, it would have worked. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'll wait till 4 p.m. That's fine. It's 3:55. So I go and I sit down at the bus stop, mask on. Keep in mind, mask on at this point. The lady that was working at the bus stop comes up to me and is like, "Oh, are you not going to get another ticket?" And I'm like, "Well, no, because this one becomes valid in 5 minutes, bitch. You fucking stupid cunt." But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said, "Oh," I said, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Like I thought like this one becomes valid at 4 p.m. and the next bus gets here at 4:10. So like I should be good to go by the time the next bus gets here. Like, so sorry. Like, is that a problem?" And she goes, "Well, you can't sit at the bus stop when you don't have a valid bus ticket. And you don't have a valid bus ticket right now. Keep in mind it's 3:57." So I say, "Okay, no problem." And I get up and I walk away. So I walk down back to like where the kind of like opening of the so like the the plane state the airport opening is here. The bus station's over here. I walk back to where the plane opening is. Keep in mind, there's nobody here because everybody just got on the bus that I just got rejected from. You've been rejected from a club. I've been rejected from a bus. Anyway, so keep in mind, there's not one human being around. Like literally no one. I take down my mask to smoke my jewel. All right. I'm not proud of it, but you know what? I'm a piece of shit. So I take down my mask to smoke my jewel. And a man, I'm not joking, from across two full lanes of traffic. There's 2 lanes of traffic going this way. There's 2 lanes of traffic going this way in front of the airport. So across 4 lanes of traffic, a man runs across, risking his life, mind you, runs up to me to get in my face, 6 inches away from me, to scream at me about, and I'm not joking, not wearing a mask. And I want to be so serious with you right now. I'm wearing a
CJ,
mask.
I love you so much. I'm so happy about this.
I'm wearing a mask at this point. It's not on my face because I'm actively drooling in the moment. This man is not wearing a mask. This man,
So have I told you the story of how I proposed?
in Montreal, I know you proposed in Montreal, the most evil, demonic
So,
place on the earth.
So
I haven't even
I was
finished
like-
my demonic story. This is even the most demonic thing with
Sorry.
her.
Sorry, go on. Keep telling it.
So this man who has now run across 4 lanes of traffic to yell at me screams at me about not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask. Keep in mind, this entire time, he's not wearing a mask. And we weren't anywhere near each other until he ran across 4 lanes of traffic to scream in my face about not wearing a mask while he was, in fact, not wearing a mask. So he created a COVID situation by spitting in my face about not wearing a mask. The whole time he wasn't wearing a mask. So then I'm like, okay, you know what?
I would also just like to point out this is like May of what, 2022?
Yeah.
Because again, there was not a Canadian Grand Prix in 2022
No,
or 2021.
no,
right?
it was the first one back. And I
Yeah,
was wearing,
so-
and I would like to emphasize again that I was wearing a mask. I just took it down to Jewel because there was no one around.
I mean, in fairness, smoke a cigarette or shut the fuck up, but okay, fine.
And so I put my mask back on after this man has screamed at me. I put my mask back on. I go back to the bus station because it's time for my bus. And the lady goes, I shit you not. She's like, oh, your ticket's valid this time. I'm like, we should fight right now. Like, I actively want to fight you, but like, I can't. And I know because I'm going to be confirming American stereotypes if I punch you in the face right now. But like, I really want to. Like,
So I have 2 stories that are relevant.
are
One-
Americans naturally more violent, or are French people just that annoying? Like, these are real.
So French people are annoying. So I spent my entire sophomore year of university. I like never got my bus pass. So part of what I got with my tuition cost was a bus pass to Ottawa Transport. I never actually like went and got my bus pass for that. So I just spent the entire year being like, hey, does my like student pass get me on? And every bus driver was like, yeah, sure, fine. I don't give a fuck. Like, just I'll take you back to the suburbs.
Maybe they could sense you were Canadian, though. Which is fair. Which is fair. I think they should be nicer to Canadians.
Sure. So I would just like to number 2 tell you the story of how I proposed, which is I bribed a police officer with $200 to let me cross the border when it was illegal to cross the Ontario-Quebec border. And we drove to Quebec. And I was basically like, yo, I just like I'm having a mental breakdown. We need to get to Quebec as soon as possible. And we did that, and we went to like the square in front of the Sun Life building in Quebec. And I was like, yo, we're gonna smoke a cigar. And then we smoked a cigar, and then I just like kind of like dropped to my knees and like gave this like really heartfelt speech about like
Boo.
and then I proposed, and he said yes. And yet, also, I gave that speech in like May of 2022 or May of 2021, and I have still not gotten married.
No, and I'm about to be homophobic right now, and I don't even care. Gay people can't get fucking married, and you awful shit bag losers can never get your shit together to plan a wedding. And I don't want.
You are invited to the wedding.
No, I'm gonna be if I'm not a bridesmaid.
Well, there aren't any bridesmaids. Everyone's just kind of invited. Okay, there's like 22 people coming to the fucking wedding. You're one of them. Okay, deal with it.
I can't be a bridesmaid.
I don't even. There's not even groomsmen. Okay, whatever. Fine, you're a fucking groomsman. Okay, happy.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Okay, great. Congratulations. There will be a fucking plane from DC to
Well,
fucking take you.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Your husband is the bride, so I am a groomsmaid, but I have to be a bridesmaid. I'm coming. I'm going to the Bahamas. I'm happy. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And I'm ready. But
Can I just say that the number of people who have been like, "Oh, when are you singing the wedding?" And I'm like, "Oh, President's Day weekend," and they're like, "Oh, thank fuck," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's the point of fucking booking it for that weekend, is that you will be able, like, even if you cannot take the Friday off, you will be fine. Okay, that is
no,
like,
and I'm about to be homophobic again, but these stupid gay fucking assholes will never plan their dumb ass weddings. When I tell you, I'm not even joking right now. I have 3 different gay friends who are engaged to be married, who for the years and years and years have refused to get married. These stupid dumb motherfuckers are like, "Oh yeah, this maybe we'll do, oh whatever, like come or whatever." And this is why women need to be present. I don't want to be rude, but my live has been flagged for hateful content. I just want to know that.
Look, I am probably responsible for that, so I guess I'm sorry.
No, I think it's me being homophobic against your wedding.
Look. I just want to make very clear. Look, CJ is the best. I love her to bits.
I promise I'm not really being homophobic. I'm just being fake homophobic against my gay friends who won't tell me a date for their wedding.
Look, to be clear, at least I gave you a fucking date, okay? Will we meet that date?
Who knows?
Fuck knows.
Who knows? No, that's not real. That's a fake date. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. That's a fake date.
It's fake. Of course it's a fake date.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for endorsing homophobia.
Look, at least our fake date, like, it acknowledges the realities. Like, at least we booked it for a fucking American holiday, okay?
Proud of you. Proud of you for that one. Proud of you for that one. No, you're right. I should stop saying the H word because that is probably when I'm saying actively, I am that. And I'm like, why am I getting blocked? Meanwhile, me being like,
Look, okay.
It was
can we just take like
wait, but no,
can we just take 2 seconds?
I need to finish my Montreal story and then we
Go
can
ahead.
take 2 seconds to finish. Because after that stupid cunt didn't let me on the bus, I get on the bus because it's finally 4 o'clock. And she was not happy to let me on the bus, by the way. Because after I got off the bus, she was like, "Oh, are you not gonna buy another ticket?" I'm like, "Why would I buy another ticket? This one's gonna be good in 15 minutes. Like, why would I get another ticket?" She's like, "Okay, you can't stay in the bus station then." I'm like, "Okay." So I go, I get yelled at, come back for the real bus that I'm eligible for this time. I get on the bus. The luggage rack is completely full. Keep this in mind. I put my suitcase in front of me, completely in front of me. My legs are tucked up like this. I'm a small person. A guy sits next to me, so there's no issue.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
5'3".
How tall are you?
5'3".
You're 5. I thought I would have thought taller. I don't know why.
Thank you. But I am short. So the suitcase is fully in front of me. There's a guy sitting next to me. Like I'm not taking up any more room than I'm supposed to be taking up. This random ass dude, not a bus worker.
And somebody, sorry. I just want to say, as somebody who is 6'4" and has routinely taken up 2 seats on public transport, I have always been given more space than the woman who was taken up a seat and a half. But okay, go on.
So I'm minding my business. I'm taking up one seat. Exactly. I'm taking up exactly one seat. And a guy sits next to me, no issue. He was so nice. Like we were chit-chatting. I'm chit-chatting with this random French man and no problem, no issue. This random guy, I'm not even joking, from across the bus is like, "Excuse me, you're not allowed to have your suitcase in front of your feet." And I'm like, at first I just don't say anything. I just ignore it.
Kill yourself.
I just ignore it. I'm like, ignore it, he'll go away. And he starts yelling at me we're in a moving bus and he's yelling at me. And I'm like, okay, like I kind of look at the guy next to me. Nobody's saying anything. Which that would never happen. That would never happen in New York. Like someone would stick up for me in New York, by the way. But whatever, it's fine. I'm not in New York. You can't expect ever to be like New York. So I'm like, I look at the guy. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do, bro? Like, literally, what do you want me to do? And he goes, you need to put your shit in the suitcase rack like everybody else, you stupid American tourist. And I was like, fine. But the only available place on the suitcase rack is like 3 feet taller than my head. Like, I'm like, and when I tell you, not one person on that bus stood up to help me. And I'm not a like damsel in distress. Like I'm good. Like I don't need you to help me. But like I really could not get it like up there. Like it was and nobody offered to help. And that's crazy because like I don't want to put this on Canada because I do think it's the French influence. But like in America, a guy would have gotten up and put that up there for me. Like someone taller than me. Even if it wasn't a guy, even if it was a girl who was taller than me, but like somebody would have helped me in that situation. Nobody helped me in that situation. And I really
I'm sorry. McLaren's being investigated for skid plank wear.
okay, we're gonna return to
I have not seen this, but
okay.
I just checked the FIA docs block, but like
Okay, pause for a moment. We will return to this, but first we must finish out on the evil of the people of Montreal, which is that even in Boston, the most evil place objectively, the most evil place on planet Earth. If I struggled for a moment to put something up on the rack, if I saw another woman struggling, I would stand up to help. Nobody stood up to help me in Montreal, and not a single person, not even the guy that was sitting next to me who was nice. And like,
I'm sorry. Both McLaren are going to get DSQ'd.
for what?
Both,
Skid plank wear?
yeah. So Chris Mesland, who's generally quite reliable,
Yeah. No, I know him.
I'm gonna leave this live for like 2 seconds, read the tweet, and then come back and tell you what the quote is. Both McLarens referred to stewards for skid plank issues. Thickness of the plank wear is less than the 9 millimeters allowed. According to him, quote, that's usually a straight DSQ.
No, it is a straight DSQ, and you know what? I bet they won't get DSQ'd because McLaren is McLaren and Ferrari is Ferrari.
No, they will. They will. Look, Medlin doesn't say the words DSQ or the acronym DSQ unless they're gonna fucking look. if George Russell
Max
got
Verstappen,
fucking
no,
tossed
this
out
is
of
Max
winning,
Verstappen. My husband.
if George Russell got tossed out of winning spot 2024 for some bullshit, these fucks need to be tossed out of this race. What the fuck said? Oh, we haven't talked about him. Ollie Behrman.
Do you mean the love of?
You did
So,
great. You did great today.
we're so proud of him, the love of my life. Blah 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 blah. Max Verstappen is back in it. Max Verstappen.
Look, if Lando and Oscar gain no points, that's 25-point gain for Max, right?
Okay, how far is Max behind right now, currently?
I legitimately have no idea. You're gonna have to pull it up
Okay,
because
hang on.
I am not like my laptop is on a different floor than I am, and like
No, it's okay because the last search on my laptop is abortion.
Dev, join the line, Dev.
My last Google search is
Dev is saying 42. I don't know, but Dev, join the line.
well, obviously she knows everything about the world, so that's my last Google search. I want you to know is abortion legal in Iran?
Look, Dev and I have never shared a life together, and I would like Dev to know what my voice sounds like. I don't know. I love Dev.
No,
Dev
she's
is
the best
amazing.
on planet Earth. Obviously, my favorite.
Is Lando DSQ happening?
Is it? Oh my gosh, hello.
How are you?
Is this DSQ happening? I'm gonna freak out.
I think so. I mean, Chris Medlin 4 minutes ago tweeted both McLaren's referred to the stewards, and like, when was the last time something like this was referred to the stewards and not tossed out? Right?
I'm gonna freak out.
So Dev, do you know like the lore of who I am?
From what I know from CJ is the lore in our car rides, what she's told me.
Yeah, so basically just my friend.
Wow, I am honored to have been important enough to be mentioned. So I'm a massive George Russell fan, okay?
Yes, I'm aware. Yes.
So Spa 2024, obviously, what a horrific event for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yes. Can only imagine the trauma.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just don't acknowledge that he was the S2. He won that race. I don't care.
Much like Hungary for us. Hungary 2022.
Hungary. No, it was me, right?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I dropped you.
No. For me, it's just like no. But yeah, I think you're being DSQ'd, right? When was the last time somebody was like referred to the stewards for plankware and not tossed? Also,
But also, like, it's also McLaren. Like,
fanboy thing to do. But like, can I say, big fan of your stuff. You're fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so if Lando is disqualified, it'll be Lando 390, Oscar 381, Mac 366.
Okay, but what if both McLarens are disqualified, which is what I think is going to happen?
Wait, I have to do math. Redo math.
okay, McLaren, Max's.
So then Oscar would be 360, 369, I think.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. I'm so excited about this.
No, Max's. Oh no, they both paused. Oh my god. Okay, wait, but also how
Yeah, this is funny to do a text.
okay. Okay. But first of all, the flop off is unfortunate, obviously.
Oscar Piastri embarrassing me like this is so like detrimental to my soul. Every weekend, my brother is like, "Your man is embarrassing. How can you rep?" Because he's a Max fan, and he picked him randomly. My fault. I got him a jersey that said Max on it. And he just every weekend he called me like while Oscar was trying to overtake what's his face Kimmy, and he's like, your dude can't even overtake an 18-year-old. And I'm like, please, you have a child. Like, tend to your child. Leave me alone.
So I was basically like forced into George Russell fandom because I was like, so I was in a group chat with a bunch of like soccer fans, and I was like, I need an F1 driver because I'm like sick of all of this nonsense happening on my timeline without me knowing what the fuck is going on. And he was like, you know what? George is like good. He's young. This is the off season between 21 and 22. So George is first season in Mercedes, right? And he's like, and I'm gay, which is like a very important part of the story. And he's like, he's good, he's young, he's filled in for Lewis before, and he's hot as shit. And he sent the like shirtless photo of him with the mask on, leaning against the door frame. And he was like, "This is your driver. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it." I was like, sold.
George hot as shit is so funny to me.
No offense, but I actually think that you choosing George because he's hot is
I was told what to do. I apologies
This is
to everybody.
not
you
right.
don't get a pass on that for being gay. Yes.
Yes, I am white. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Canadian. I actually, it's making me more homophobic that you were like.
Homophobia is acceptable in my direction. I literally chose my driver because a straight friend of mine was like, "He's hot, pick him." Okay, I deserve all of it.
No, you're allowed. I actually, and this is potentially my most controversial opinion, is you're actually allowed to like a driver because he's hot.
But here's the problem: is that he did not show me photos of Charles Leclerc. Because if he showed me photos of Charles Leclerc,
But
I
is
would've-
Charles Leclerc hot, or is he
He-
just a statue that was brought to life by black magic in the basement of
He
Maranello?
looks like a Greek statue.
I
Like,
don't. There's nothing. Obviously, objectively, as someone who does.
I'm very, very glad that he did not push me towards the Ferrari lifestyle because
You're
I
better off.
unfortunately would be cursed with the same affliction. Because like at least I have faith in Mercedes that we'll get the next reg cycle right. And you unfortunately have no reason to be optimistic about that, you know?
I never have faith in anything in the whole world because I want to die. Although I will say,
Counterpoint, you have Drake Manning, you're 9-2. Fuck off.
listen, if we're talking about the Pats, baby, I always have faith because you know what? We're number one. We're the winners. But that's basically that's like you having faith in Mercedes. That's not real faith. Like that's like
Bears fan. I can't.
I'm
a Bears and Ferraris fan is honestly you should be given.
We're 7-3, okay? Like, this is so positive for me. 7-3.
You should be honestly be given a fast pass. If there is a heaven that exists, you should be given a fast pass to it as a Bears and Ferrari fan.
The only thing that could be worse is probably like Cowboys Ferrari, but
Well, because the Ferrari are the Cowboys spiritually.
Well, but the Cowboys like at least convinced themselves that they were like good for like a couple seasons.
But Ferrari always convinces themselves.
at the end of every season, they like revert back to the old spec, and they're like, "Guys, Forza forever. These last 3 races were so good."
Yeah. But here's the thing: the Cowboys have been the 1 seed a couple of years. Now, 2 of those years they have been destroyed by my Packers, which is like a deep joy of my life.
If I could throw up on camera right now, I would. Just so you know.
So I would just like to point out that the greatest sporting moment of my life was trolling my Cowboys fan friends when we beat the Cowboys 2 years ago. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. I love it. Go Packers forever.
That's pathetic.
Okay, I was 13 when Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl, and then we never won another one. And then it turned out he was like an anti-vax nut bar. So like, let me have this.
He was dating Danica Patrick, by the way. Also, I will say, everyone is like a new Danica Patrick hater. I've been a Danica Patrick hater since she was dating Aaron Rodgers in 2015. All right. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
He was dating Danny Patrick before that. Because the first Aaron Rodgers wag that I met was Olivia Munn. When I was watching that god awful Sorkin show, whose name I'm forgetting right now.
You listen. Hey, that's a good show. I'm behind you, Dev. I also love the newsroom.
Remember when Jim and Maggie are fucking sitting in the air quotes Moscow?
Listen, just because Aaron Sorkin hates women doesn't mean the show can't be good. All right.
I think he should not be allowed to write women. Like, I think there needs to be like he can't write women.
Alice and Jenny should be allowed to come in from the top at all times because the best woman he ever wrote was CJ, and it was because he let Alice and Jenny.
No, the only good woman he's ever written was the one who was just like, yeah, fuck whatever you wrote. I'm just gonna do my own thing. It's great. It's fucking incredible.
Like Maggie and Georgia the State versus Georgia the Country.
No, okay.
How were you not fired the moment you fucked that shit up?
I was like
I understand that the point is that you were like the audience avatar of the show, and so you needed to be there to like ask the dumb questions that nobody else would ask. But like, simply, how the fuck were you not fired the second you fucked that?
Okay, but also like, no, you can do that without.
Did you think the Russians had invaded it?
They're marching through Atlanta.
But also, my thing is like with Maggie, it's like, okay, like you're dumb, fine, whatever. But like with Donna, it was never did I think that Donna was stupid. And it was Teledonna, right? Like it was explained to never once in my life with the Teledonna thing was I like, oh, Donna's stupid and annoying. Why was every woman in that show stupid and annoying? Like,
because the thing is that CJ.
because Aaron Sorkin hates women. I know, but
No. Both of those women were written to be like dumbasses. Except the thing is that Elizabeth Moss and Allison Janney were so good that you didn't realize that they had fucking nothing to work with.
No, you're right.
From Toronto to Ottawa, and I watched like the entirety of like the back half of season 2 of The West Wing. Okay, and like it was like it's so bad.
No, also you're right. Medium rare. Excellent point. Amy wasn't dumb. I'm a West Wing defender, but you're right. Aaron Sorkin writing women is actually like a crime. Like he should be put in jail for that one. He is not good. Wait, but also we must circling back to Formula One. Evan and I always get onto the West Wing. It's like all roads lead to the West Wing with us. Like it actually we can't help it but talk about the West Wing. We must circle back to Formula One. Oscar Piastri is Mark Webber. Like this is bad. We're in a bad sitch.
My problem is that like Oscar Piastri, for some reason, he has internalized Mark Webber's like tutelage, but just like become him. And I'm like, snap out of it because you were not like this. You were not like this. Like,
okay, counterpoint. Was he not like this, or was Lando just absolute dog shit at the beginning of the Super Bowl?
Oh, Lando being not good is a different.
Lando sucks. That's a baseline fact.
Not even relevant. My thing is like
I'm really coming to the position where like this was never about Oscar being good. This was about Lando like straight up forgetting how to drive.
Forgetting. I think he's learning. Like
although the start
he was good for like Oscar was like good for like 6 races at the beginning of the year.
No, the way
then he's been like pretty actively bad.
I would also like to
And,
say
like, I don't
the
know what the fuck to do with Piastri at this point.
the way that Lando was good for 3 races in a row, and we were like, maybe he deserves to be a world champion, when, like, Max was perfect for 21 races in a row, and, like, to be fair, the FIA majorly fucked Lewis Hamilton over. Like, we're not gonna deny that that happened.
Okay.
But
Can I get my controversial Abu Dhabi 2021 takeoff?
no, but sure.
Max deserved that championship. Like, if you look at the
I
entire
hope that
holistically, if you look
my
at it
genuine
holistically,
How many people are
Max deserved that title.
my
okay?
genuine
I'm
res
sorry to everybody involved.
my genuine response to that is that I hope you die.
Fuck off.
Is this the thought process that like Max deserved the championship, but Lewis deserved to win that race? Like, because like I hear that a lot with the people who have a lot of like.
So here's my take, right? Max like DNF'd from the lead in Baku.
Yeah.
He should have won. And Bottas Bowling was like really unfair to Max. And Silverstone 2021 was also unfair to Max. Like
Tough
like,
turtles!
he was the
Tough
better driver
turtles!
over the course of the season. And now I understand the fact that like being the quote unquote better driver of the course of the year doesn't matter. Like I am talking to a Patriots fan who benefited from the tuck rule. I understand.
No. We are not gonna do the tuck rule right now. We are not about to.
Max was the better driver over the course of 2021.
Bitch,
And, like,
you just
I'm sure he was.
I'm sorry, but like I'm sorry that the rules are okay, why I don't know why I look like this right now, but the tuck rule was the rule since 1992. And if you want to get mad about the NFL enforcing the rules of the game, then you can get mad about that. But the field is allowed to be plowed, and Tom Brady is allowed to cover the ball. And
I am not claiming that the duck rule is an illegitimate experience, although one of my
John Gruden,
foundational sports experience, one of my foundational sports
I look.
experience is
Why does it
watching
look like
Adam
this?
Vinatieri hit that field goal to win your first Super Bowl on VCR the morning before I went to school the next day after the Super Bowl. But,
My
like,
parents let me stay up to watch it, and it was beautiful. And you know what?
my parents did not because they are.
And you know what? John Gruden can suck my dick. And that's my official statement on the matter. And I don't know why the filter is making me look like this, but I hate him, and I hope he dies.
My point is, look, my point is not that John Gruden is a good person because fuck knows it's not.
Well, it's not like Bill Belichick's a good person either. So if we're doing the good person Olympics, we're both going to be in trouble right now.
I mean, are we pretending that being a homophobe? I mean, look, being a homophobe is better than fucking a 24-year-old.
Wait, is John Gruden a homophobe?
Yes. No. Because
Oh my god, my TikTok will not open. Okay, well, farewell, lads. I'm sorry that my TikTok has just broken. I need to message my friends that I just broke my TikTok.